health, and longevity. If you want to consume more plant-based foods, if you want to abstain from junk foods, if you want to consume fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs, and avoid dead flesh, artificial flavors and colorings, sweeteners, anything that is unreal basically, purchase this particular manual, The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan by Pharaoh Ramesses El Aton, who has been a vegan 40 plus years. He will take you step by step on how to abstain from the junk foods, how to abstain from the dead flesh, the chicken, the turkey, the pork, beef, and all sorts of animal products. Purchase this particular manual, The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan, to eat more natural. Remember that the herbs are for the healing of the nations. Let food be your medicine and let medicine be your food. Consume of every fruit-bearing and herb-bearing tree. Unto you it shall be for meat. Purchase this particular manual, The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan by Pharaoh Ramesses El Aton. Peace, health, and longevity.
Greetings, one and all. Top of the morning to you. Hope y'all doing great. I have a small special presentation for the ladies. It's not going to be that long, but it is going to be huge as far as information. And we're going to talk about the women and their bodies, taking care of their bodies, and how plants and plant-based eating can help women with a lot of issues. And today we're going to cover intimacy and that type of thing when it comes to the ladies. It's very important for you ladies to eat lots of fruit. Okay, watermelons are on their way. Strawberries are always here. Raspberries, blueberries, mangoes. This is very important for you ladies, and we're going to talk about it. So this is a special show just for the ladies. Okay, ladies, we love you out there. Check it out. So, ladies, today I'm going to be talking about your beauty, your femininity, intimacy, and things like that. Now, some ladies have some problems. I want to be as vague as possible because I'm not sure what I can say on YouTube. But when it comes to intimacy and it comes to sexual contact with each other, women have to make sure that they smell correctly, that their body smells good. And a lot of times food can affect the way you smell in both men and women. okay, because you secrete this food out of your body. And one thing that helps always is water, hydration. Doesn't have to be water. It could be any type of hydration. It could be plant water, like watermelon. And so, water, ladies, is very important for you to consume lots of liquids. Okay. You have breast that typically, when you get pregnant, hold what? Liquid. Your body is soft and curves. This is all liquid. Okay. This is all liquid. Your body is liquidy, if that is a word, ladies. So, liquid is very important, ladies. Very important. And what you put in, that's what you get out. Okay. So you want to put in liquids. Okay. Now, alcohol, although that's a liquid, it's kind of like a astringent and it kind of dehydrates you. So I don't condone drinking uh, recreationally a lot because I find that uh, people can't necessarily control themselves and how much they do it. So just because somebody like me could take a drink once a year or once every 2 years or twice a year or maybe even 3 times a year, that doesn't mean everybody can do that. Some people, they take one drink, then another and another, and then the next couple of days, and the next weekend, and the next weekend, and the next weekend, and the next weekend. So alcohol, people have different levels of addiction. So, but for sure, ladies, if you do go out and have a drink, you got to hydrate after. You got to hydrate. I would advise you to hydrate before you go out clubbing or to the bars or hanging out on a date. Hydrate. All that day, drink some liquids and not no sodas or nothing like that because those type of things don't really hydrate you. Fruit juice hydrates you, like watermelon, stuff like that, and water, coconut water, things like that. Eating fruit hydrates you. But some of those other things, even though they're liquid, they have so much chemicals in it that they actually strip your body of moisture in the long run. And so, I've been plant based now for like 47 years, going on 48 years. I started in 1978. And so I have been in relationships where, the women, when I meet them, I don't look for any particular type of woman. I just fall for whoever I fall for. And so I've been in relationships where the women I met, they weren't vegan, they weren't vegetarians, they were just women. I met them, we started hanging out, we started dating, we became an item. And that's fine. But uh, nothing is stronger than a good example. So I never preach to women when I date them about how they should eat, what they should eat, or anything like that. The only way that I will mention anything about eating or any type of health thing is if they mention it first. Like, oh, my stomach has been bothering me, or something like that. Then I feel it's my duty to say, well, you probably should, you know, watch what did you eat today? What have you been eating all week? Okay, you need to probably eat more like this. But they have to open up that discussion. But being a strong example, you know, women they change. if you're a strong male and you have a strong presence, they will slowly start emulating what you do as you get in a relationship. Louisiana in the building. So it's harder for a woman that is plant based or eating right to influence the man than it is for the man to influence the woman. With the man, sometimes they're a little hard headed, even after going to the doctor and have a medical problem. Sometimes they still just want to go against what the doctor told them. But in some cases, a woman could cook in a way where she could slowly not influence him, but help him by seeing which fruit your husband or your man likes the most, right? And you find out he loves peaches or you find out he loves watermelon. Then what you kind of do is kind of bring one home quite often. You find out he loves, spinach or he loves corn on the cob. Or when you see you see the fruit he like or the vegetables he like, lady, then load him up with that, right? So at least if he's eating bad, at least he's eating good too that can get in there and help with his digestion. But same for men. If you got a woman and she eats the way she eat and you eat, I don't believe in ragging on people just because you're in a relationship. If you met them and you start dating them like that, then how could you turn around and say you don't like them like that, but you dated them like that? So that's just, you have to make that decision before you date. But typically, it's the same for men. If you hear her mention some type of problem, then yeah, you're going to go and you're going to give her what you think is good advice to help with what that problem is. You're not going to let her just keep having stomach pains or upset stomach or vomiting or whatever could be happening. So you're going to be like, is this and that probably? Why don't you try to do this? Why don't you try to do that? But for the most part, for a man, you just have to put the example down. And I'm saying all this to say that in relationships uh, where when I've been in long relationships with women or a woman that was not plant based, that turned plant based on her own, her body smell changed. One in particular, because I don't like to say which one, because people on the internet, but one in particular, when she used to work, she used to get real smelly, under her arms and stuff from the sweating at work. But it was pretty strong odor. But once she changed the way she ate, I don't know if she noticed it or not, but that totally went away. It was gone. And when you talk about being intimate and stuff like that, when women get on a plant-based way of eating, because usually, and the key is it just can't be plant-based. It can't be dry. Still got to be moist. That's what you got to remember. If you go plant-based, look to see if it's dry or moist. Because I eat dry plant-based food. I'll eat a burger. I'll eat a fry. I'll eat a plant-based burger and a fry. But I try to make sure that the majority of my meals have moisture. I need some type of greens. I need some cabbage. I need something like that. I need some Brussels sprouts. I need moist. I need to drink a lot. Like right now, I'm drinking some tea. Okay, I'm drinking some soursop tea. I drink my soursop tea ever so often, and so uh, for your relationship and your intimacy, ladies and men, make sure men and women, make sure these women and women, make sure you consume lots of fruit. Fruit will make you very sexy. in many ways. Your attitude, your smell, your vibration, fruit will enhance your sexuality, ladies. It will make you more sensuous. It'll make you more moist. It'll raise up your libido. Okay. Now, one of the main things they advise for women, hey, y'all should, I'm blessing you all, okay, is dates. They are saying, ladies, that dates is it. Get the big ones in the store, right? They are saying that dates are the answer. Okay, I just found this out doing research for this presentation. Okay, real talk. They're saying dates are the answer. Hey, that's something I just found out. Okay, so you finding out just like I'm finding out. Now check it out, ladies. This is from The Guardian. How dates lubricate, prevent painful sex, and improve libido in women. Now, what do you know about that? Okay. All right. Scientists have validated some local foods that can lubricate you women, lubricate you, prevent painful sex, and improve libido in women as well as boost waning sex drive. For men, it'll help with your sperm count. It'll, help you in a lot of ways and stop problems, okay? Top on the list are dates, date palm, alligator pepper, tiger nuts, nutmeg, Indian almond, velvet bean, cowhage, plantain, banana, fluted pumpkin, watermelon, and guava leaves. Nurses and midwives have in very recent clinical trials demonstrated that the administration of date palm pollen could improve vaginal lubrication and reduce dyspareunia in the postmenopause woman, commonly called dates and date palm. Phoenix Diclifera is of the plant family Palma arcaicea. It's called Dabino in Legbo, Dabino in Hassa, and Essa Anoba in Yoruba. Okay, so this sounds like other countries. Date palm pollen is a male reproductive dust of pollen flower used as dietary supplement, especially as aphrodisiac and fertility enhancer in both men and women. Dyspareunia is pain when you have sex or other sexual activity that involves penetration is attempted or pain during these activities. The pain may be superficial or deep. It may result from dryness or disorders, okay? Right? So they are basically, in a nutshell, because I don't want to read a lot of this, it might be too much for my audience. In a nutshell, dates, eat dates, okay? Dates are like a superfood when it comes to intimacy, all right? Date pollen, which I've never heard of. I've never heard of it. Let me look it up. Okay. All right, I see bee pollen, but I don't see date pollen. Oh, okay, here we go. Date palm pollen natural powder. Okay, check it out. I'm not telling you to take this. I'm not giving you any doctor's information. I'm just saying this is what they advise. It's natural, so it shouldn't be any problem. Bee date palm pollen granules. Palm pollen. Interesting. I never heard of it. Okay, I never heard of it, but it's definitely rare because they go right back to bee pollen. Okay, palm pollen. Never heard of it. See, it's a big world out here. It's a huge world out here. I never heard of it. I'm gonna check it out though. I'm definitely gonna check it out. So palm pollen is suggested. So ladies consume fruit. Okay, fruit, fruit, fruit. All right. Your great grandmothers, your grandmothers, your great great grandmothers. One thing they ate lots of is fruit. Fruit is one of the most important things you can put into your body. And ladies, it's going to make you more sexy. It's going to make you more sensuous. It's going to make your skin glow. It's going to make your skin soft to touch. You're going to be extremely soft, unusually soft from the fruit. It's going to help you a lot. Now, there are certain fruits you can eat when you're pregnant that they advise: avocado, mango, grapes, lychees. Lychees is like see the red thing with a hard part in it with white around the hard part with the big seed with the white. And the white part is the part you eat. They had them when I was in Hawaii. It's like one of the best fruits ever. I can only find them here in a can. Sweet lime, apple, orange, berries, and bananas. These are fruits that they recommend you consume when you're pregnant. Okay. Mango is always great. So are grapes. If you can find seeded grapes, that's excellent. The berries are always great. Okay. Ladies, always remember red stuff is always good for you all. Always. Strawberries, raspberries, red things, beets. It's always good for you, ladies. It's always helps fight against certain ailments. Okay. It's always great. Red stuff is great for all of us. Always remember red. Red for the blood. Okay. And the red things are like miracle foods in their own way. So, ladies, eat red. This is why you always see they associate dating or being with a woman with strawberries, bringing her chocolate, strawberries. Well, chocolate is another one, right? So think red, ladies. If you're pregnant, cut back on all of the things that could, you know, cause the baby, to be born with certain things. Like you want to give the baby the best nutrition that you can give them, right? And when you got a baby, the baby's got to come out, so you need moisture. The drier you are, probably the longer you're going to be in labor. I can't say. That's why I'm saying probably. And so moisture seems to be the key to life on this planet. Why is there so many oceans and lakes and rivers and waterfalls? Moisture. Okay. Fruits to eat during pregnancy. Here we go. See, they say apple, oranges, bananas, watermelon, pomegranate. See, red stuff. Kiwi, berries, mangoes, pears, and avocados. Oh, I can find them at the Asia Market, the one on Broadway. near Argyle. Oh, I gotta go check that out. Okay, let me write that down. Thanks for the tip. You know, I went into a market yesterday. It's interesting you said that, Neil. I went into this market. I always go in there and I buy paper towels because they have these big old paper towels. But I would just go in there and I leave, right? So, Neil, yesterday I went in the market and I say, well, you know, it's in a foreign neighborhood, you know, with a lot of different foreigners. I said, let me go see what they got. Look, I'm telling you, I go, first thing I see is seeded watermelons. Nobody has seeded watermelons except the watermelon place. And big ones. I just say, what the heck? Then I see plantain. I see coconut. I see guavas, stuff that you will not see at Whole Foods at all, just rarely, right? I see sugar cane. I'm tripping. I'm like, whoa, right? So I said, you know what? I got to start shopping in these foreign markets, in these Asian markets, in these markets where these Hispanics and people from India and people from China and people from Arabic countries. I got to start shopping there. I couldn't believe it. Watermelons are just about to start coming up this way. They got them already. I got to write this down because I would love to find the lychees. Most people only have them in a jar. Thanks for that information. So, ladies, you know, you should be consuming fruit, more fruit to help you in your life and especially with intimacy. Okay. Think you want to be juicy, right, ladies? Just look at it like that. You want to be juicy. Okay. That's the best way to describe it. You want to be moist. All right. So, just for you ladies, we're going to go into some of this. Okay. Now, this will help you, ladies, with your urinary tract infections. Pure cranberry juice. Pure cranberry juice. Don't get no cut. 100% cranberry juice. Right? Or you can get the cranberry extract capsules, but I would get the juice. It's full of antioxidants and acidic compounds, which are powerful infection fighters that can help prevent bacteria from adhering to the bladder wall. Every now and then, I drink cranberry juice. When I was in the hospital after I got stabbed, they was ready to let me out, but they couldn't let me out because I always had a fever. They said I got some kind of infection, some kind of infection, some kind of infection. I had my mother go out and bring some 100% cranberry juice, ocean spray, 100% cranberry juice, and I put it in my drawer next to my bed. And I didn't drink water anymore. I drank the cranberry juice. And after drinking that cranberry juice about a day or so, they took my test and say, oh, the infection went away. On a side note, if you have to go to the hospital, have your family bring you 100% cranberry juice. This will help you fight infections. I have to be careful on YouTube. I can't say 100% this does this or that. But cranberry juice, 100% cranberry juice is good to have in the hospital because there's so many infections in the hospital. There's so many sick people in the hospital. And if you got something wrong with you, you always need to be drinking some type of cleaner, something that's going to clean you. And cranberry juice will clean you. That's how I believe I got out. But let's get back to this information for the ladies, right? So they're saying that cranberries, which are powerful infectious fighters that can help prevent the antioxidant and the acid compounds, are powerful infectious fighters that can help prevent bacteria from adhering to the bladder wall. So it washes your bladder wall so that this bacteria can't stick to it. Studies show that 100% cranberry products may be especially beneficial in preventing UTIs among people prone to recurrent infections. Just be sure to avoid sweetened cranberry juice variety, as high sugar content can make things worse. No sugar, ladies. No sugar. Read the bottle. It's got to be 100% cranberry juice. Don't get it cut with no other juices or anything, right? Opt for natural and sugar-free juice varieties. Say, not a fan of your tart taste? Use the juice in fresh fruit smoothies or try taking pure cranberry pills, okay? But the tart taste, sometimes you have to, the tart taste, you got to remember, when you're drinking this cranberry juice, to help fight the infection in your body, you want to squish it around in your mouth. Hey, mouths get infections too. So I would just drink it down. This idea that you don't like how something tastes, you really got to get past that. You got to get past that when it comes to your health. You can't always try to make it taste where you can handle it. Sometimes you have to take stuff that you're just not going to like the taste. Sweet potatoes can help with bacterial vaginosis, BV, and PCOS. These potatoes have some sweet benefits, even for your vaginal health. Rich in beta carotene and vitamin A, sweet potatoes help keep your mucous membranes healthy. This includes your vaginal tissues. Deficiencies in vitamins A, C, D, and E, calcium, folate, and beta carotene have been linked to an increased risk of BV, a common vaginal infection. So eat up. So, ladies, take a plant based multiple vitamin, okay? Take a plant based multiple vitamin, one every day. If you miss a day, fine. Okay? If you only want to take it 3 days a week, fine. But I would say take one every day. So that way, when the bottle runs out, you don't got to rush back and get any. You get them whenever you feel like it because you've been taking one every day. So your vitamin, you should be efficient when it comes to the vitamins that's in your body. Sweet potatoes are also high in fiber, which may help stabilize insulin level in those with polycystic ovary syndrome. This could help reduce PCOS symptoms over time by regulating your blood sugar. Ladies, send this to everyone, okay? All the ladies you know. Start your day with one of these delicious and healthy sweet potato toast recipes that they got here for energy and ample dose of vitamin A, okay? All right, now they're saying you need to be eating probiotic foods, okay? Also, they say you need omega-3 fatty acids, okay? That you need to be taken. Now, you can get plant-based omega-3s, okay? You can get plant-based omega-3s, so, right? So you don't have to go to animal products. I have some plant-based omega vitamins now. I'm not sure if I took them all, but I get them all the time. And you can get the K2 also. Certain fruits can provide vital reproductive nutrients. Antioxidants can help improve overall blood flow and reduce oxidative stress, two key factors in libido and fertility. People who consume more citrus fruits may also be less likely to develop uh, uterine fibroids in the uterus. Fruits high in antioxidants includes pomegranates, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, apples, and goji berries. Now, women, these will also help fight against breast cancer. Okay. Soy can help with vaginal dryness. Soy contains phytoestrogens, phytoestrogens, or estrogens is called. So phytoestrogens. I thought it was estrogens, but I've been learning. Hey, me. So it's called estrogen compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. So they've been telling us to don't eat soy products and tofu because it's too much estrogen. But it's not estrogen, it's phytoestrogens. Phytoestrogens, my bad. It's phytoestrogens. And phytoestrogens actually help you. It helps with the women with being more feminine, and it gives testosterone to the men. So it works for whatever it has to work for. Phytoestrogens will work for whatever you are. It's okay. And check out what it says. There's compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. So it mimics estrogen. It's not estrogen. It's phytoestrogen. That can promote overall vaginal health, especially in people with reduced estrogen levels. So if your estrogen levels is too low, ladies, phytoestrogens will raise it. Men, if your estrogen levels is too high, phytoestrogens will bring it down. So they've been lying to us about tofu and soy products. I've been back on my soy and tofu that I haven't ate in years because I thought it had estrogen. No, it's phytoestrogen. There are many reasons for decreased estrogen levels in the body, from medications to menopause. But one of the major symptoms of low estrogen is vaginal dryness. Minimally processed soy products are hydrophilic, which allows your muscles to retain more water, and contain isoflavins and plant-derived phytoestrogen, which are beneficial for the skin. Soy dietary supplements may also help. I say get it straight from the thing. The supplements are good for vitamins, but I would go straight for the food, right? Opt for minimally processed soy products such as edamame, tofu, tempeh, and miso. Avocados can help with low libido and vaginal dryness. Avocados are rich in healthy fats, vitamin B6, and potassium, all of which can positively affect your overall libido and natural lubrication. This fruit, yes, it's a fruit, may even increase IVF success because of its monosaturated fatty acid content, though more research on the link between avocados and fertility is needed. Okay? They said think beyond guacamole. There are 23 ways to eat an avocado. You might also consider cooking with avocado oil. Dark leafy green vegetables can help with circulation, low libido, and vaginal dryness, lady. Dark leafy greens are packed with antioxidants and enhance circulation due to their many nutrients, including dietary nitrates. Nitrates are vasodilators that widen blood vessels and improve blood flow throughout the body, including the vagina. This increased blood flow may help improve vaginal dryness and increase libido. These greens are also rich in vitamin E, magnesium, and calcium, which benefit muscle health, including vaginal muscles. So think green and include more kale, collard greens, spinach, and chard. Okay. All right. Some foods can affect your overall body odor. The general rule is to limit foods with added sugars and trans fat, as well as any ultra processed foods. Some foods can make your urine more acidic, leading to a change in smell. Genetics may play a role in how food affects your overall odor, so the same food may affect people differently. The following have been associated with changes in scent and even taste. Well, hey, I don't know what they mean by what you taste like, but hey, garlic, asparagus, onions, Brussels sprouts, coffee, spicy food, and certain vitamin supplements such as choline. I take choline, right? If you notice an unwanted smell after eating or drinking certain foods or beverages, you might prefer to limit or avoid them before doing the deed, okay? So before you have any intimacy, you might not want to, you know, eat things that you notice make you smell funny. You might consider recipes that incorporate several of these foods. This vegetarian lentil stew, right? Sweet potatoes, leafy greens, probiotic rich. You can pass on the yogurt and avocado. Okay. Many factors after vaginal health, including diet, hygiene, and sexual activity. While a strong odor may be noticeable, it may not be a sign of anything more. Okay, ladies, so that's a little game for you ladies. I'm not 100% comfortable talking about this, but anything for my subscribers. Okay, I'm going to go above and beyond. And what makes my channel unique is I don't know this stuff off top. So a lot of stuff you're seeing me, we're both learning at the same time. You know, you go to some of these more professional doctor like plant-based people and they know all this stuff off the back of their hand. But my presentations, I look it up before I go and we research it together. So a lot of times when you watch me, we're both learning at the same time, which I find to be a little more interesting, right? So ladies, you know what I'm saying? Fruit, 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 okay? More fruit, more fruit. And don't forget the dates. Dates, okay? I eat a lot of dates. They're very expensive, so I eat them once a month. I buy them, okay, ladies? Fruit, okay? Fruit. Add fruit into your life, okay? Add fruit into your life. It's going to help you tremendously, all right? The 6 best fruits for women to eat daily. Some of this will repeat itself, right? Watermelon is probably on the list. Women's health depends on eating right. So let's get to it. They say blueberries, papaya, apples, avocados, kiwi, and pomegranate. Okay, ladies, are some of the things that you ladies should be consuming. Okay, let's look at some more information. Ladies, did you know pineapples help a lot? Pineapples are nutrient dense. Pineapples are nutrient dense, meaning they're low in calories but packed with impressive nutrients like B vitamins, which bolster energy levels, calcium, which support bone health, vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant important for many bodily functions such as growth, iron absorption, and immune health. Manganese, which supports your metabolism and offers antioxidant properties. Heart health, heart healthy magnesium, my bad. Heart healthy magnesium is also in there. A cup of fresh pineapple chunks is also incredibly hydrating, and there's more than 85% water. So this is a good way to get lubricated. Pineapple has anti-inflammatory effects. Inflammation and oxidative stress are bodily conditions that can damage cells and can eventually lead to disease and illness. Antioxidants help prevent inflammation and ward off oxidative stress, which can help keep you healthy. The antioxidant properties of pineapple can also help support heart health and may help prevent cardiovascular disease, among other ailments and chronic diseases. Nutrients found in pineapple may also lower your risk of cancer. A review of studies on the effects of bromelain found that this group of digestive enzymes, which can be found in pineapple, may be a cancer prevention agent. Bromelain's anti-inflammatory properties may also help reduce arthritis pain. However, more studies are needed to determine the effect of pineapple, not just bromelain, on arthritis. So, ladies and the brothers and the sisters, make sure you uh, do what's necessary and consume more fruits. It's real simple. When this earth was put together, it was put together to benefit you. Okay? It was put together to benefit you. So once again, fruits to eat during pregnancy, ladies. Apple, orange, banana, watermelon, pomegranate, kiwi, berries, mangoes, pears, and avocados. Okay? All right? And then last but not least, ladies, this is important. Best fruits to reduce period cramps. Okay? I know the brothers want you to reduce that too. So things just be more smoother for you. We don't like to see you frowning and hurting like that, you know? So they say bananas, pineapple, watermelon, oranges, papayas, berries, avocado, and apples. So as you can see, many of these fruits do multiple things and are extremely good for men and women. Extremely good for you women, okay? Especially, ladies, dates. Dates. Okay? Dates will help you tremendously. Okay? Trust me what I'm telling you. Dates are fantastic. Dates are fantastic. Make sure you get some dates into your eating plan, all right? Make sure you get some dates into your eating plan, ladies. These are supposed to be almost like superfoods for the ladies and the men. Okay? Dates. So make sure you include this when you want to treat yourself, don't go and just be buying candy and stuff all the time. Go get some more positive foods and get them into your body, okay? And dates is a food you definitely need to get in your body, ladies, okay? They're going to help you in every kind of way. And they are going to make, they have all type of properties that can kind of not add to your sugar getting too high or, you pushing towards diabetes. So dates, these are my favorite right here. These are my favorite dates. Right here. The medjool dates, MEDJOOL dates are my favorite. Okay. Those are my favorite dates. Those are the big ones. You know what I'm saying? They're very sweet. Now, when you buy dates, make sure you open them up and look at them. So don't just eat the date. Break it open. Okay? Don't just eat the date. Okay? Break the date open to make sure there's nothing inside of the date. Make sure it ain't no bugs went in there, had no babies, no eggs or nothing in the dates. We used to get dates in Hawaii right off the date trees. We open them up. Nothing in there, take the seed out and eat them. But you got to open them to make sure that nobody didn't try to have no babies in there, okay? That's called medjool dates. Medjool dates are my favorite, but I eat any kind. But those, I like them. They're nice and big, very sweet. I like to blend them up in my protein shakes. Excellent. Stop you from, if you don't have to, if you crave sweets, that's a good thing you can eat. You eat a couple of them, it's gonna satisfy one really, but you eat two, it's gonna satisfy that sugar craving you got. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, once again, fruit. Eat more fruit. Get more fruit into your body. Right? You all, thanks for supporting the channel. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to have a presentation for the men pretty soon to talk about what the men can do to raise their libido too. Right? So we can get some more babies popping off on this planet. And also, anything that helps you sexually is helping you totally. Always remember that. Always remember that you can tell by your sexual performance or how you feel sexually. That lets you know how you doing, period. Okay? Sometimes when you aging, you can be able to tell the difference. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, ladies? And so take care of yourself. And, before you go on a date or, your husband's coming home tonight and he's got plans, drink lots of liquid. You know what I'm saying? When you get up in the morning, first drink some cranberry juice, 100% cranberry juice. When you pee that out, boy, you're going to be smelling. That's going to make sure you don't got no kind of smell. And then blend you up some fruit juices and stuff to be drinking before you, you know what I'm saying? Ladies, blend you up some fruit juice and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that, you know what I mean? When you put sweet in, sweet gonna come out, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? So put some sweet in there, and then some sweet gonna come out, okay? All right? All right, queens? All right, we love y'all. We love the queens. Always respect the queens, brothers. And you ladies, you have a beautiful day and take care of y'all health, right? All right.